Hello everyone, this is Raib and welcome to my YouTube channel. So, in this video, we are going to talk about a topic that I'm sure you are currently dealing with. I have noticed this issue with all of the English language learners. I can generalize by saying that people put an excessive amount of emphasis on developing their grammar from the start. They are so focused on refining their grammar that they divert their attention away from learning to speak English fluently. This is what I have to say, and it's my viewpoint. I'm confident that most of you will agree with me after listening to me. You see, you believe that you must master good grammar in order to speak English fluently. But I want to actually let you know that you may still speak English fluently without having a firm grasp of grammar. In my life, I have encountered countless individuals who were capable of speaking English with perfect word placement. They could speak quickly and eloquently, though, of course, they were making grammatical mistakes. I also want to point out that it is not a big deal to occasionally make grammatical mistakes. It doesn't matter much. Probably you have made it a big deal for yourself. It's not a big deal actually. What I want to say here, in short, is that your primary goal should be to speak English fluently, not to use faultless or perfect grammar, okay? So, first of all, you don't have to master grammar to start speaking in English. Without a doubt, practice will enable you to learn it. Learning will eventually lead to that. I'm trying to convey that you can't just pick up a book and start memorizing information about the so-called grammar. They are impossible to forge. You can't learn grammar like that, okay? With practice, your grammar will improve. Over time, it's going to happen. Look, your focus should be more on speaking in English because that is our ultimate goal, okay? So, when you are exposed to English for a good amount of time, your mind is so beautiful that it starts to absorb the correct and it can make out the difference between right and wrong. When you continue to speak, grammar will happen automatically to your brain. Okay? And you will see that you are improving day by day. That happens with everyone. You can also take example of yourself. When you are learning your mother tongue, did you stay or did you study grammar rules or did you learn it anyway? Not at all, right? You just learned it by yourself and by listening and speaking, right? And I'm damn sure when you first went to your school, you were able to speak your mother tongue fluently without having studied it ever, right? Look, my dear friends, I was born into a middle class Bengali speaking family. And was I taught grammar in Bengali? No, I wasn't. I wasn't taught grammar. I learned my grammar in Bengali and nobody taught me the grammar or rules of Bengali even before going to the school. So, before I started going to school, I was already so good in Bengali. How? How was I so good at it? I was so good at it because, of course, I saw people talking in Bengali and I have made my mistakes and learned from them. I absorbed them and learned them in the process. So the same thing can be possible when learning English also. It's entirely possible to speak English fluently without knowing everything about grammar. Believe me. So, I just want to suggest you that before start speaking in English, don't get into grammar so much because it will make you so overwhelmed that you would give up learning English on the way. Because look, I'm sure if you have never spoken in English, you can't speak English before being comfortable in the language. So, in order to become comfortable in the language, you will have to follow two steps, which is listening and reading. So, I would like to tell you very clear that if you are a complete beginner, then don't focus on grammar only. Rather than you should focus on reading and listening. While you are following these two processes, which is listening and reading, You will become aware about grammar, that how to construct particular sentence and what type of rule you should be applying in order to construct few sentences. And now, once you are able to speak English little bit, even though if you are speaking broken English, that's perfectly fine. So that's all that I had to say, my dear friends. I'm sure I have covered everything that I wanted to talk about in the video today. Please don't focus too much on grammar. I mean, just don't. Even if your grammar is weak, it's alright to make mistakes. Okay? Everyone makes mistakes, and not just us, even they. I mean, the people who are born with this language, who have English as their mother tongue, they also do commit grammatical mistakes as well. Children make mistakes, and as they get older, they are obviously exposed to that environment to such an extent that it finally seeps into their thoughts. Thus, that is how it goes, right? Your mind picks up on grammar over time if you are exposed to a lot of English in your environment. And if you are not exposed to it, you can actually take some steps to expose yourself to English more. That would be okay, right? But before start speaking in English, don't get into grammar so much because it will make you so overwhelmed that you would give up learning English on the way. Just let them correct you. If they want to, let them laugh if they want to. Okay, it's all right. I mean, you are learning, right? If somebody corrects you, it's all right. Just thank them. Don't feel offended. Don't feel bad about somebody making a correction in your speech. You should always say a thank you to them. Okay, so thank you very much, my dear friends. That's all in the video today that I've got for you, and we'll be back with more of similar content. And bye. Take care. So I wish you good luck on your language learning journey. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed the video and found it helpful. So please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.